a beautiful and talented multi-hyphenate. She writes, she acts, she dances, she sings, she can do it all. And contrary to popular belief, we're not related. She's not my sister or my cousin or my wife, although we would make a very beautiful couple. You most recently saw her star in the film The Persian Version and in the Netflix limited series Kaleidoscope. She's one of my besties, Niousha Noor. Hi! How are you? Good, thank you for coming.
Of course, you look beautiful.
You look beautiful. So, Niousha loves America's favorite drug, which is caffeine. So I thought I could take you on a coffee crawl instead of a bar crawl.
I love.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to check out some of the most highly recommended coffee spots in Silverlake.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
May I please have a cappuccino with regular milk, please?
Oh, actually, I'm going to try your cold brew. Do you have vanilla syrup? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Where should we sit?
Yeah.
Love it.
Look at this cute little spot.
So cute.
Taste the coffee. Let's see how it is. Wait, we have to cheers.
Oh, sorry.
To our love and friendship.
Okay. It's good,
Oh,
but
let me get the employees.
I could tell just looking at it, because see there's these bubbles.
Okay.
So that means the microfoam isn't, the milk wasn't properly steamed, so there's these bubbles. So you don't have that velvety smooth blend of coffee and milk, but it's delicious.
But it's delicious. Okay, thank you. Cheers to that. Okay, so tell me.
Yes.
You grew up in Iran. When you were there, though, did you want to be an actress from when you were a child? And if you did, how did you envision that dream happening? Did you want to be an actress in Iran? You wanted to move to California?
I don't think I wanted to be an actor, but I did have experience on set because my dad is a DP.
Yeah.
And actually, my first acting experience was in Iran. I was 9 years old. It was in this movie, Nargis.
I saw that credit on your IMDb. I was like, I got to ask her about this
But
one.
I actually had lines too, and so I invited all my friends. I never forget this. And it was like my premiere. It was my first,
Of course.
And we sit there, and I'm waiting for my moment to arrive, and it's not there. They had cut my scene right off the line. And also, they get my name wrong at the end of the film.
What'd they call you?
Shima Jafarian instead of, Niousha.
Okay.
And it wasn't until after college where I was like, maybe I want to give this a try. I started taking classes, but even then, it took me about 10 years to really take it seriously. I always had a plan B. I always had a corporate job.
What'd you go to school for?
Communications.
Right.
That's the major for people who didn't know what they wanted to
That
study.
was one of my majors as well. Yeah, I had government and international politics and communications. I was like, we can find something to do with this degree. Yeah.
Until I realized I can't have a plan B. So it has to be either this or nothing. And what made me realize this was my dad.
Okay.
He asked me, he goes, if you make it, whatever that means to you at age 50 or 60, would you regret it? Would you think that this was a failure or a fail path? Yeah. And I realized it's not. So then once I removed that deadline of when I'm supposed to make it, I just said, this is it. And I removed the plan B. I quit my corporate job, and I just put both feet in for the first time. And it's ever since then that I feel like I'm getting, the universe is responding.
But also, what do you feel like it means to make it? Because I feel like that's different for everybody.
For everybody. I feel like all of us in our own ways have these big wins and victories. So in a way, we have made it, you know? But for me, it's just consistency, is being able to just live a life as an actor. And just being proud of my resume and the projects that I've gotten involved with. And I haven't gotten there yet. There's so much I want to do. I'm sure just like you, we want to, there's so much more. The good thing is that is what keeps us going. We always want to get something else. Like, now I want to create this. Now I want to do this. Now I want to say this to the world. Now I want to show this side of myself. So it's a constant progression and us evolving. So I like that. I don't feel like I've made it already and I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because then there's nowhere else to go.
Where are you going to go?
When you're younger, you have this idea in your head of, when I get this part, I'm going to be happy.
Right.
When I make this much money, I'm going to be happy. And then you start getting older and you're like, okay, but I've had some of those things. It doesn't mean I'm happy or unhappy. What I have to do is live in the present, enjoy what I have,
absolutely,
do the work that I love, and then things go from there. There is no, if we keep being like, that means this is good, that means I'm successful, then we're never going to be happy or feel successful.
It's a mirage, because you're like, oh, and then it's like, it just keeps getting further. And so you have to be happy with what you have already. And I never forget this one time, one of my acting coaches gave me this advice. She said, the you now this artist that you are right now,
Yeah.
then the you who gets an Oscar is the same person.
Yeah.
So don't think that once you get that Oscar, that's when I'm going to be that person, I'm going to have this. So you have to really be happy with what you have and who you are right now. And an Oscar is just an added bonus.
But I have a question for you regarding seeing yourself on screen for the first time
Yes.
in a starring role.
Yes.
Because you just did Persian version.
Yes.
And I want to talk about our memory together with it
Yes,
because it
yes.
was really memorable for me. And I was so proud of you in the theater.
Thank you.
I want to know first how you felt when you saw it in a theater with
Yes.
people. Which festival was it? Where was it? How was that?
Yes. So the first time I saw the film was at Sundance, and it was a packed theater.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
Yeah.
I was hyperventilating. I was holding Layla Mohammadi, my co-star's hands. We were both like,
Were you like nervous, scared?
so nervous
Yeah.
because I hadn't seen the product. I had no idea. And also the film, as you saw, tonally it shifts and there's different things. And I'm like, how is she going to weave this all together?
people
I
gonna
didn't
get
know.
it?
How are
Yeah.
they going to, is it going to translate on screen?
Yeah.
We knew we were making something special, but you don't know how it's going to translate.
Totally.
And laughing, they're sharing laughs, they're crying, they're clapping during the dance sequences. And slowly, like, we removed like that someone was kind of, we're like, oh, okay, this is going good.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not bad. And it was the most, I'm not just saying this, it was truly the most beautiful moment of my career.
Yeah.
Because it was Sundance, it was something that as an artist I always wanted to go. And to get that kind of reaction to such an Iranian American story, but you know, because it was exploring such universal themes, so many people were connecting to it, and then we got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
And during the Q&A, when I got up there, I was crying the whole time because it was like so surreal for me. Because in the movie, I danced a lot to the Persian 80s pop music, things I used to do in Iran when I was a kid, and I was like, what an interesting full circle moment. Now
Yeah.
I'm seeing myself on this big screen at Sundance.
And
doing
this
those
audience
things
that's not
with this
Iranian.
not
seeing
Iranian
this.
audience who's
Yeah.
connecting to it. And as artists, and I think you're the same way, that's what we're about, is let's tell stories that bring people together and not just othering ourselves.
And
So
show our commonalities.
show the commonalities.
Yeah.
And that's what this film did. And so at all the various screenings, it's been this similar experience, and it's been so heartwarming, and it's been really nice.
I'll never forget that we got to go to the Grove together, and I
Yes.
watched the screening with you.
Nazanin is the best audience member.
I gotta say, I've been told I'm a great audience member because
if she likes the film, I mean, she's
If
also
I
going to be
don't,
very
I just
honest.
Stay quiet. No, but I remember I was sitting next to you, and I just was so proud.
Oh my
I'm
gosh!
sorry.
doing it.
Because
I'm going to cry now.
first of all, I was watching one of my best friends in your dream, and then and it's my culture, even though it's
Yeah.
like that's not my story.
Yeah.
Mariam Keshavar's story is so unique to her and her experience, but there's still commonalities in there
Yeah.
that I could relate to as far as immigration and how
Right.
hard it was for our parents. And I was like, the whole time, I just remember I was like smacking you and like
Yeah.
crying and laughing. And it was just like,
Well,
I was so proud of you and so
Thank
proud
you.
of us as a community. I was like, finally, something's on screen that's
Yeah.
beautiful and tells a story, humanizes us, shows our commonalities, and we're not fucking terrorists or like,
Right.
it's not political. It's just,
Right.
we
Right.
are.
Right.
We just are. Yeah. I was
You
so
were-
proud of you.
Thank you. I felt it from the beginning of the movie to the end
Yeah.
because I had a somewhat of a premiere the night before, a couple days before, and Nazanin couldn't make it. So we went together. It was just you and I I was nervous because I don't know how you're going to react.
Oh,
and,
you were?
of course.
I love
you
you.
care what
I'm
your
nothing-
friends think,
Yeah,
you know, and
that's
you're
true.
honest. So I appreciate it, but you're just, but from the beginning to the end, you were just so engaged, and it was like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
And you were laughing, you were crying, and it was beautiful. And I agree with you. This is really, for us, I think, it really, see, I cried. It really highlights the transformative power of good storytelling because it really did I had so many people come up to me, non-Iranian even, and just say the most wonderful things. And also, this sounds shallow, but so many of them will be like, I had no idea Persians were so hot or beautiful because the brother, I'm like, well, it makes a difference. Like, I mean, it does. It sounds shallow,
Funny you
but it's
mentioned
true.
that.
No, it's true. I was like, thank you so much. But they're actually
Yeah.
talking about the brothers or my sons. I
Oh,
should
the
say.
hot
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's like, yeah, you got to show this. This is part of us, the joy, the dancing, the hospitality, and just also regular problems, family dynamics,
same
mother-daughter.
issues you have, as same issues other people have.
And
yeah.
we need stories like that.
Yeah.
That's how you turn a page on prejudice. So I was, thank you, and I agree with you completely on the importance of this kind of storytelling.
And I love you.
And I love you.
And I think-
my mascara is coming now.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
We just love
Is
each
it?
other
Is
so
it
much. I think on that note, we should head to the second spot.
Can't wait.
But we're gonna have to get there by car because it's not walking distance.
I love our
feel
car
like
ride.
yes.
Yes.
So I feel like we should
Okay.
go do that.
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
One last cheers to your not as foamy, frothy coffee,
I'm
but
so
not
sorry, but
velvety,
thank
but
you.
still good.
But thank you so much. It's delicious, and I
Thanks,
appreciate
Maripa.
you. Thank you, Maripa. It's great. Come here.
Oh,
Oh, bye. Oh, we just leave it there?
You're responsible.
Let's do it. We're going to...
Intelligentsia. Okay, I'm gonna put on one of Niousha's favorite songs.
Woo! Yes! Where you at?
So here's a fun fact about Niousha too.
Uh-oh.
She has a really good voice.
Aw.
And for the Persian version, she did a cover of Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun, but they Persianized it. Can you sing a cappella for us a little bit?
Sing it with me though.
Okay, well, you start.
Okay,
I'll
start,
do
okay.
backup vocals. Phone rings in the middle of the night.
My father, yup, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, Baba Junior, you know you're still number one. And girls, they wanna have fun now. Whoa, girls just wanna have fun. وقتی که کار روز تموم شد. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun now. چه بلایی تو عالم مستی بغض تو میشکنن و قصه وفا رو میخوندن. رنا های های رنا های های.
I love that.
پنجره ها رو وا کن عشق بیا تو خونه غما رو رها کن به فردا نگاه کن عشق و صدا کن عشق و صدا کن پنجره ها رو وا کن تا تو بیاره.
Oh my God, really? So I messed up. I forgot to say for here. And so we got to-go cups, which is one of her biggest pet peeves. She's actually, you're not a snob about anything but coffee.
This is true.
Okay, so I got a matcha. You got a cappuccino. Let's cheers, and then tell
Cheers.
me what you think.
Okay. They know what they're doing.
It's very
No
matcha.
bubbles. No bubbles. Smooth, velvety, silky, microfoamed milk.
Okay, Niousha's happy, so that's good. So what do you do to stay creative when you're not on a set? What other things inspire you, motivate you to keep going? Like all, you know.
So one thing I genuinely feel grateful for is I have curiosity. And I really firmly believe this, and I've always thought this, it's actually my motto, to romanticize your life. So add a little touch of magic to your everyday, mundane even experiences. And I try to do that with everything. And I'm grateful that I find joy in these little things, but I think you have to do that. And also for us as actors, anything you do that's different, that puts you in your uncomfortable element that you don't know, that all fosters personal growth. That is all something that is going to just feed your creative well, and you are going to become a better, not only artist for it, but a better human, because you're understanding new things. You're changing, you're constantly challenging your worldview. I do random classes. I took Eskrima for 2 years, Filipino martial arts, because I really wanted to be in The Walking Dead. It didn't happen, but still. So you're just constantly trying to just stay creative.
We should head to the next spot.
This is gonna be okay. I'm not sleeping tonight. All right.
I'm about to crawl my way out of here.
And I'm about to throw up.
Because I'm very jittery. It's like our 8th cup of coffee. Okay, no problem. No big deal. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Okay, so I want to do a lightning round with you
Uh-oh.
of questions. You have to answer first thing that comes to your mind. If a movie was made about your life, what would the title be?
Blue flower.
Okay, if there was a movie made about our friendship, what would it be called?
Lighthouse.
What's the weirdest audition you've ever been on?
Yes, I had a callback, my very first big callback at Matthew Perry's show.
Oh.
And I went in without my sides because I was like, I got this, I'm so confident. I turned around, all the producers were in the room, and I just went blank.
That's happened to me
And
before.
they tried to help me with the lines, and it was too late.
It's too late.
And I just
nothing
walked out.
works.
Yep.
Hey, it
And
wasn't meant to be, okay?
I did not get that part.
What's something you really want turned into a movie? Like a story you really want made into a movie?
Shahnameh.
What movie do you love that everyone hates?
I want to say Before Sunrise, and people don't hate it, just people don't really know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a movie that everyone loves that you hate?
I can't see that.
Why is it a film one of your family members worked on?
Maybe my friends are in it, something like
Oh,
that.
okay. What's a character type that you'd like to play that's vastly different from what you've played so far?
Ooh, okay. I love war. History.
You love war.
No. I mean, pieces like epic stories, like historic pieces, and I love playing either I don't know, like a regal character or like a
queen,
a warrior, or like something like that, something historic.
Well, I can see you as a queen and a warrior.
Oh,
a warrior queen, some might say. What's a part you're tired of playing and you don't want to play anymore?
Anything to do with national security.
Okay, last question of the day. What's one piece of advice you would give to young actors, artists, anyone watching this?
The cheesy one is, but it's real. Don't give up. But for me, it was to remove the deadline that I had set for myself. Remove that. Make this, if you're really passionate about it, because you have to be in this industry and you cannot have a deadline. And if you remove that, then you're in it forever. And so you never will have a mark that you reached it. You're like, oh, that means now I didn't make it, because you just never know when it's going to come. So,
and by deadline, you mean like, don't say like, if by this age I don't do this.
Exactly, right. Which is what I used to do. I said, if by 27 I don't make it, then I'm going to get a real job. I just removed that, and I was okay with being on the hustle and the uphill, constantly being on the uphill and not knowing forever. I'm okay with that. So you have to really make sure you have a strong passion for this industry, because it's tough, and that's it.
Noosh, I love you.
Love you. Wait, are we going to the next coffee house?
I'm gonna die if I have any more caffeine, so I'm gonna leave you here.
Oh,
you can go without me. I'll take this from you because this is my mug. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye.
Wait, can I have my purse, please? Okay, I'll go to Tara's house. This is Nazanin Nour crying.
I've been crying for 2 hours. I'm so proud of her. I love you.